My name is Jennifer. I am a Reiki master practitioner. I completed my 3 levels of training with Anna at Fire and Spirit, and I am a certified Qigong instructor, and I'm currently receiving additional Qigong teacher certification with Lee Holden Qigong. And it's been amazing, and I love being able to kind of use our own internal energy and get through our breath, through our minds and our emotions to get our energy flowing. So, and hello, anybody joining on the recording later. I'm so glad that you're here. And feel free just to have a little bit of space to move around. And if you would like to have a blanket or pillow somewhere to sit or lie down for the end part of class. So we'll do about 30-40 minutes of some gentle movement. Please honor yourself, listen to your body, move in a way that feels comfortable. And we'll begin. I'll give us a little bit of orientation to what we'll be doing. We'll be focusing really on the hips and low back in today's movement, meditative movement. We're still in the winter, and the element of water and the kidney with the 5-element organ system with Qigong. There's element of metal associated with our lungs, the respiratory system, and then kidney, water, flow, and actually in our joints and our bones and our endocrine system. And so we'll really, the practice of Qigong, there's so much I could say. It's best understood by experiencing it, in my opinion, but really just to clear away what's no longer needed. It's clearing stress, inviting in and making space to invite in what you do want, and sort of have our internal power. So we have not much control over what's happening out and around us, but we can use these tools to access our own power for healing and for, living in a way that's, in alignment with our highest good. So I'll step back and get into our space, and I'll actually play some music as well while we get set. So you can even be sitting if that's preferable, but we'll come to a standing position. And we'll begin just by standing with feet about hip width apart, with the knees a little soft, and just grounding down into your feet, feeling the earth beneath you, with elbows soft, creating a little bit of space in the armpits. Just helps drop your shoulders down a little bit and soften your jaw and your eyes. And let's actually begin by rubbing our palms together, creating a little bit of warmth. And then gently placing your palms, either hovering over your eyes and your cheeks, or letting your heels of your hands just touch gently over your eyes, and just nice, slow, deep breaths. And then gently tapping on the forehead, the temples, doing a little bit of sweeping from the crown of your head to your shoulders, a little brushing. And then we'll bring our hands, one hand over the chest and one over the belly, and begin by connecting with our breath. This is the wave breath, so just gently breathing in through your nose, to your belly, ribs, and chest. And then exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. We'll just continue with this gentle flowing breath, 3-part breath or wave breath. Belly, ribs, and chest as you inhale through the nose. And exhale out through your mouth, softly, or nose. Release gently. So in our Reiki practitioner group, we've been discussing the principles of Reiki. There are 5 precepts or principles. The system of Reiki was developed in Japan by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s. So I'll just give you a little bit of little background on that. In our group, we've been working with the principles, which are really the backbone, to me, the container of the whole Reiki system, of just for today, I will not anger. Just for today, I will not worry. I will be grateful for my many blessings. I will do my work honestly and with integrity. And I will be kind to all living beings. And I add, and to myself. So for today, with the precept or principle of just for today, I will not worry. The organ system of the kidney with the 5-element Qigong really is transforming worry and fear to tranquility and peace. So with our gentle flowing movements, that's what we'll be working on, clearing out any necessary worry or tension, inviting in space and vitality. Breathing in through your nose, belly, ribs, and chest. And exhale, soften and release, letting the weight drain down from the crown of your head, to your shoulders and torso, and down to your feet, feeling your feet anchored to the earth. And your knees soften. Your tailbone just dropping down a little bit, just to help create some space in our low back. We'll begin our movement with spinal cord breathing. So as we breathe in, again with this wave breath of belly, ribs, and chest, opening the chest and arms and back, heart lifts, and then exhale, round your spine, tailbone tucks in and chin. Deep breathing, inhale through your nose, opening the chest, and then exhale round, creating a little bit of stretch, movement through the spine, the front and back of your body. And Anna is monitoring the chat. If you have any questions or need anything, please feel free to go into the chat. And again, during this practice, move in a way that feels comfortable for you. Some movements may be a little more invigorating as we move along, just to create some warmth. Just breathing in, opening the chest. Maybe the chin comes up a little bit, and then exhale round, release. Make space with your breath as you breathe in, and then exhale. Fully release, letting the next breath in a little bit more ease. So this is really a practice of an effortless power, not pushing or overdoing it, but just honoring where we are at in the present moment. We'll turn, so as you breathe in, turning to one side, opening the arms and maybe looking up, and then exhale back to center and rounding. Inhale and then turn the other way. We'll move from the center, turning and opening, and then back to center. Getting a little twist. Bending the knees, getting a little blood circulating into the lower body and the back. Slowly come back to center. And we'll have the feet maybe a little wider than hip width apart. And this is knocking on the door of light. So turning from your center and your waist, just gentle turn from side to side and tapping on the low back and the abdomen. These are acupressure and meridian points that can go horizontally. So activating our energy. Low belly here is our power center, battery pack. So enlivening and accessing our energy with our breath and with movement. making the shoulders and neck and upper back soften and relax. Moving from center, turning from your waist. And then we'll come to tap under the collarbones, our immune system and respiratory points here. It's like either the palm of your hand or a gentle fist, just gentle taps. We'll tap up above the shoulder. Just tapping, this point here is a good one for releasing stress and kind of creating focus right above the shoulder. And the other hand can tap at the low back here. And slow, peaceful breathing. And we'll slowly come down, tapping again under the collarbone. And then to the abdomen, under the low ribs. We begin our practice by activating and moving our energy and connecting with our physical body. And now we'll slow it down and water waves, just letting your hands trace through the space around you, connecting more with the energy around our body, more of the formless, and just noticing some buzzing or tingling, and just you can imagine clearing away with your hands any stress, anything needed, just washing away. Feeling your feet on the ground, just feeling the air, like we're moving through a sea of air, pushing of air around us. Making this movement your own. And then we'll slowly come back to center and pause. And then we'll just do some gentle tapping here on the heart center, just gentle hands, gentle fists. We're tapping the thymus gland on the heart, just an immune system and protection. And then we'll come down gently to the solar plexus and abdomen, some tapping. Connecting with our energy and our physical body. And then we'll come to the low back, just gentle taps up and down, below the low ribs, tapping your powerful energy center back here, and so just gentle taps. And then we'll have one hand in the belly and the other at the low back, and just connecting with our breath again here and pause. Noticing the expansiveness of our breath, the fronts, sides, and back. Slow, deep breaths in and out, breathing in, feeling the belly and the low back, expanding as you breathe in. And soften and return to center as you exhale. Maybe even an open mouth, clearing exhale. And then we'll move to what's called the pump. This one is a little more invigorating. Move at your own pace. So I'll do it slowly at first. So we'll bend the knees and lift the arms, and then bending the knees and sweeping the arms back with an open mouth exhale. So breathing in through the nose and then open mouth exhale. Clearing away and releasing. Inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. Pumping the legs and arms swing back. For activation, getting our chi circulating and moving. Feel free to slow it down or move in a way that feels comfortable. This is really good for the low back and legs and kidney area. Letting the neck and shoulders soften. Exhale, let go. Breathing in vitality and energy. And exhaling, release. And then we'll slow it down. And coming with their feet a little wider than hip width apart, maybe shoulder width apart, soft knees, tailbone down. And we can have your hands either at the waist or at your, kind of with the knuckles into your low back, and we'll just move into hip circles. So move the hips to one side, back, to the left, and then forward. The joint mobility. Sometimes I feel some pops and crackles here. That's okay, just not forcing. Just part of, it's called silk reeling and joint oiling. So with movement, we help clear and prevent stagnation. Just like they say, running water or flowing water does not become stagnant. And the hinges of a door don't become rusty when they're open. So just opening and moving our hips, letting the upper body sort of soften and just moving from center. Soft breathing, and then we'll go the other direction. Hips side, back, and around. You can move your hands, so if you're pressing into your low back or sacrum, so you're giving a little massage to your low back and your hips as you're circling. Letting your neck and shoulders and jaws. I like to point out the alignment reminders. You know, sometimes we hold a lot of tension in our jaw and neck and shoulders, so just breathing and softening. And we'll slowly come to center, and then we'll just go forward and back. So pressing the hips gently forward as the chest opens, and then hips come back. So just flexion and extension. I'm feeling warmed up. And then we'll slowly come to center, and this movement is a flowing movement, full body stretch, really moving the body like a river. So knees bent, and feel free to modify. You could even be sitting. So hands are on the thighs, and we'll just gently sway from side to side, moving from your center, shifting the weight, and then the head moves last. So we're just like almost like flowing in the sea and the water, a sea plant. Breathing, so just shifting the weight from side to side. A full body stretch through the legs, spine, upper body. At your own, just gently flowing. You can even come up a little higher and then down a little lower if that feels good. Feeling your feet, off the corners of your feet, top of the head light. Just gentle shifting and swaying side to side. And we'll come to center with the legs a little wide, hands on your thighs, and then just turn to look over one shoulder without forcing. Just gentle turn. Maybe looking just slightly behind you or down. Breathing into your neck, the back of your head, your shoulders. Tailbone slightly tucked in. Keep the spine neutral. And then you slowly come back to center and transition slowly to the other side. The one shoulder drops down a little and just gently looking maybe either behind you without forcing or to the side or down. Breathing. A lot of the Qigong movements, just more of an effortless flow. So we are creating strength. Now we'll just come to a forward fold. So with bent knees, just gently draping down. You can hold opposite elbows if you like. You can stay on your thighs or come all the way down to the floor, letting the neck, back of the head soften and relax and release. For a gentle forward fold. Gently bowing down. We'll hold on to one wrist. We'll come into a full body flow. We'll do this very slowly and gently, holding one wrist and just slowly coming up. And then stretching the arms up overhead. As we inhale. And then exhale, just gently flow down, back down to the ground. Slowly as we breathe in, lift up. And then forward fold. Slowly soften and release. And we'll slowly come up. And then bring the arms out and around. We'll come to step in a little bit, get a little closer. And we'll just do one shoulder stretch for the neck and upper body. We'll have the hands, you can either have your hands just down at your side with the palms gently pressing, and almost feel like there's something soft under your hands that you're pressing, or if you'd like to add on, you could have your palms together at your sacrum and low back with a little bit of gentle engagement here, letting your elbows and shoulders soften. And we'll just do gentle neck circles, leading with the chin or your nose. Very gently, just turning the head. Circle. Soft breathing. Breathing into any areas of tightness and not pushing, just gentle turns. Or even just turn side to side if that feels better. And then we'll reverse the circle. Again, moving all these areas where stagnation and tightness can happen. So just gentle movements. Even doing like 5 or 10 minutes a day of all these joint mobility, really just with steady practice and really help reduce a lot of tightness and tension. And actually, I was just listening to one of my the teacher training classes, how it's very natural when we feel like we don't have much control, or when the stress happens, our energy goes right up, it rises to our neck, head, and shoulders, which makes so much sense. But when you come back to your belly and your power center, breathing, it can help drop that back down to your center. So, and then we'll just tilt the chin gently to one side. And then chin to center, and then other side. So just a little tilt. Softening your temples, softening your eyes. We'll just do a nice exhale, release. We'll just do a little shaking. Shaking the wrists, elbows, knees and feet, and with an open mouth, HA sound. Ha. Nice deep breath in and exhale through the mouth. This is the heart sound, clearing emotional stress and energy. So we store our energy in our low center, but we want to clear it from the center and then upper, just clearing, inviting in space. Just gentle bounce and shaking. This helps loosen the spine, elbows, wrists, knees, feet. Gentle shaking. Maybe tailbone drop. Stop and pause. And then we'll move into some gentle flowing movements. So we just got our energy moving and activated. Now we'll just drop in and soften into the flow. So this is open the flow. So feet again, like hip width apart, tailbone softens down, and just gently rise the hands up, arms flow up and down. So open the flow, rising and falling. And moving through the sea of energy in air. Soft hands. Feet on the ground, your head light, and the head lifted, light. Inhale as the arms lift, and then soften and exhale as the arms lower, moving at your own pace. Effortless flow, dropping into the flow. We'll move into, we'll have our arms, the palms facing the ground, about chest height. This is wise owl gazes backwards. This is good for the lungs and also good for posture and opening the chest since we're so often pulled forward. We'll breathe in, opening the arms to palms face up, turning the head gently to one side, and then exhale back to center, palms face the ground, and then inhale, open, turning gently to the other side, not much, just a gentle turn, hands back to center, so the long meridian comes through the thumbs, so thumbs point backwards as you turn, tailbone down, just protect your back, and then arms back to center, palms down. So just floating and flowing as if we're flowing through water, gently side to side. You can even lower the arms a little bit so that the shoulders aren't working too hard. So then we're also working the mid base of our lungs. So gently dropping the hands a little bit lower. It's almost as if you're swimming, right? Swimming through the water, nice calm, warm water. And bringing the hands down a little bit lower. And then we'll pause and hold here, just with our palms sort of facing our lung points with elbows soft. And just hold and breathe here. And the color for the metal element, which is the lung, is a nice pearly metallic white light. You can imagine this white light shimmering to your chest, around you. Soft knees. Actually, and just if your knees are over tight, you can always lean back into your heels a little bit. That helps take the pressure off. Just dropping the tailbone a little. We'll move into the water element for the kidney. It's called the fountain. So we'll hinge from the hips forward a little bit, and then the back of the hands come down like you're dipping down through water, bending the knees, and then lifting up, out, and around. Hinging forward, hands come down, and then the back of the hands moving up, out, and around. Feet, and actually the meridian begins on the bottoms of the feet, so it's like you're bringing this energy up through your feet and legs into your low back and kidneys. Natural breathing, gentle flowing movement, like we're dipping down into this energy and it's coming up through our legs and arms. This is really good for the whole body, the back, the spine, legs. It's gentle flowing movements. Energy move you. Just going along, going with the flow, with your riding tide and wave. Movement as deep or as small, you can play around. Slowing it down a little bit. It's beautiful about the Qigong practices. There's no end point, or I'm not trying to get somewhere. The whole practice is in the present moment, going with the flow. These movements are also really effective and efficient. They mimic the patterns in nature and with animals. Intuitive, natural movements. And we'll slowly come up. Then we'll hold our arms in just your standing posture for a few breaths, either with your arms down at your side or slightly behind you with the palms shining towards the low back. The color is the sparkly ocean blue, so you just pause here and breathe to the low back and kidney area, nice blue healing light. Today this is a little tight on my shoulders, so I'm just going to let my arms drop down at my side. Feet on the ground. And we'll move into a next final flow is pebble, single arm pebble in the pond, just for the earth element. And we'll have one palm, both palms are facing up. And the top hand with the palm up. I'm just going to slowly hinge forward and just reach that hand out like you're skimming it across the surface of water and then back underneath the other palm. Just switching arms side to side, just gliding the hand out and then back in towards center. So we're gathering this energy back towards our center. Bending, pumping the legs slightly, so bending our knees as you reach across. And the earth element is associated with the digestion, organ system, good. The grounding and presence. Just like pumping, bending the knees slightly, reaching the arm forward, around. Soft breathing, just dropping into Do 1 or 2 more, nice and slow. Come back to center. Have your hands just up in front of the low belly. Soft hands like you're just holding a gentle ball of energy here. Just soften and breathe. Maybe imagine this yellow, good soft yellow healing light. Heels, rocking to the balls of your feet and into the heel. Soften the breathing and the elbows. When the elbows sink down, it kind of helps the shoulders soften a little. Move to pulling down the hands to close and gather our energy. So we'll bring the arms. It's almost like they're just effortlessly being lifted. Palms up. Overhead gathering energy from the universe above, down towards our heart center, body, just flowing out around, lifting arms up, and gathering that energy down towards center, breathing in, lifting arms around and up. And then we'll slowly pause, coming to our palm space, our forehead, softening our minds and clearing. And then we'll remain here at our heart center. Bring your hands just gently facing towards our chest. And we'll just do a very gentle tapping here at our chest. Just one hand. And then we'll bring our hands into like a little triangle diamond shape. And softening your fingers and elbows, just shining, like imagine this healing golden light shining from out in nature, out in the universe, and shining through your hands into your heart center. Soft breathing. If you can even imagine that energy that you're breathing in towards your center, shining now back out to each one of us here on the Zoom class and in the recording. So we're getting this healing energy shining through our hands to our center, strengthening and healing, and then sending that back out to each of us here present in this moment, and then sharing through the recording, and then sharing even out to our communities, families, nature and animals and people beings. Color resonates, you can soft golden healing light, whatever color or feeling resonates. Bring our hands down with the thumbs interlaced, so over the low belly, stepping our feet in. You can either sit, just stand for bamboo in the wind, just letting natural spontaneous movements, letting your knees and ankles, everything soften and sway. Not doing the movement, letting the movement move you. Very windy here, and I was out the other day. There was this bamboo grove that was swaying. It's meaning how flexible they were moving with the wind, just letting you don't see the wind, but the wind moving. Just breathing nice, slow, gentle breaths into your belly. center, just softening. So we'll transition. I'll give you a few moments just to find a comfortable position for it's a Reiki guided meditation. I'll explain it a little bit before we actually start. So I invite you to, transition to finding a place to either sit or lie down to get comfortable. Just being gentle with your transition. Even though the Qigong it's very powerful, even though it sometimes can seem like subtle, it can be a real powerful flow. So this will be I'm just gonna stop this music for a moment. This will be a Reiki guided meditation, and it will be called the Holy Ocean of Holy Love Healing Experience. So I will guide a meditation with the music playing, and then I'll stop speaking, and for about 10 or 15 minutes, you'll just hear the music playing, and the Reiki, which is really a universal source of energy, will flow to each individual and just provide whatever is needed in this moment. So some people who are visual may see colors, you may just feel peace and relaxation, physical sensation. I invite you to just be open to receive whatever is available and needed, and just to get comfortable. And I'm really just guiding the meditation, and then the Reiki, which does flow at a distance energetically through the computer, and we don't need to always be in person to share Reiki. It works very powerfully in this format. So I'm very grateful for you all to be here. Just going to change the music, get started in a moment, and just take a few minutes, maybe anywhere you feel any like tightness, just get comfortable. Take a few minutes to care for yourself and find a comfortable position. Set up on Reiki. I invite you to soften or close your eyes. Nice slow deep breaths. This is the ocean of holy love experience. It is a beautiful day, warm and sunny. We're walking down a path in a beautiful forest. And as you breathe into yourself, you breathe in the life energy of the forest. And with each step you take, feel the energy of the earth loving up through the bottoms of your feet. And as you walk along, you notice up ahead that it is getting lighter and that you are coming to the edge of the forest. as you walk out of the forest, you notice that the path is getting sandy. You hear the sound of the ocean. Walking out onto the beach, the ocean is before you. It is a wonderful day. Slowly you begin to walk along the beach. And as you walk along, you notice that a log has been washed up onto the beach. And it's creating a nice place to sit and lean up against. Go ahead and sit and relax against the log. This is no ordinary ocean. The ocean of holy love. Listen to the sound of your breathing. Imagine that it is the sound of the waves washing up onto the beach and then flowing back into the ocean. The ocean of holy love guiding you. Follow guidance. continue with your experience as long as you are ready to do so. When you are ready, take a couple of deep breaths. Bring your awareness back to your eyes. Slowly open your eyes when you're ready and come back. And thank you to each of you for joining here today, and those